Hi guys, in this video I'm going to show you how I use Microsoft Teams to collect students' assignments. I used to collect the papers, but I'm pretty sure many of you agree with me. It's very kind of becomes disorganized kind of mid of the semester when you collect so many papers, and then it's so hard to keep a track of it, who has submitted, who hasn't submitted. This is how I am. I'm not sure how you guys are. So to avoid all the paper trail, and this is what I came up with. And then if anybody's missing, it's quickly easy to go into the assignment and then see who hasn't submitted. If we need to ask them to revise it, we can do that. And also the best part I really like about using assignments on a Teams is you have a proof to show to the parents, or also to see students understanding, learning progress, where exactly the students are. Yeah, so I'm going to show you how I create assignments and what I do, how I mark them, if we have enough time. So creating assignments is pretty straightforward, and these are all the assignments I have did in the past. So here 2 ready to grade, only 2 submitted so far, and then 10 ready to grade, 11 ready to grade. Some of them I probably have marked it, so when students submit we get that notification there. So click on create assignment, click on new assignment, and then we will let's say it will be 6.6 the way I do, and then I put it if it's a workbook or it's a worksheet, and how many questions I want them to do. Sorry, typing it wrong. Workbook, okay, number 1 to 10, all depending on whatever the questions are. So here, that's the new feature in Teams. I just need to put 3 instructions, and then we're going to use the AI, which is the most recent thing on Microsoft Teams. So I'll say the way I do, show all your work. See, sooner I typed 2-3 words, all the AI auto generation popped up, like what do we really want to do, and then I will say show all your work, show drawing for all the questions, mark your work using the answer key from the end of the workbook. Okay, that's all I'm going to see. I'm going to rely on the AI feature built in, and then we can still modify. Okay, so I'll do added details. When you click on it, magic will happen. So here we go. Kind of make it look more professional. Okay, we don't really have that much time to type. So now assignment instruction for math. In this assignment you will need to follow, and that looks very reasonable based on the instruction I put it there. Show you work for each question in the workbook. Make sure to show all the steps you took to arrive at your answers. Provide drawing for questions that require visual representation or drawing. Ensure that you include that. Marking your work once you have completed. So all the things are there. If you want to modify, just keep it. Or if you want to do something, regenerate, you don't like it, you can do that too. So I'll keep this one. And then you can just go ahead with that. So now these are the instructions, and this is the title here, what date you want to do it. And for sure, I always wondered, you cannot do a back date. It used to be an option, but not anymore. So what I do whenever they have a quiz, and then I always put the quiz before the day I return to them. So I know this was given on a certain date. So, okay. And then you can change the date however you want. And this is where all my classes are listed. I teach 3 grade 8s right now, so I can check on all 3 of them, but I'm not going to do, I'm just showing it to you. So you can check off, this will cross post as well. And then this is the most important one, all current students. So this is the most important one, and if you say all current students, only the students currently enrolled will be able to see it. If you check off all current and future students, this way, let's say you are enrolling somebody later on, then chances are we always get somebody mid of the semester, and then this person, whoever is the new person, that person will be able to see all the previous assignments. And then select a module, and here I have units created, and that's very handy one. Let's say when you get your new semester start and you don't want to use the previous one, And here you can just import your units so you can use them for the next class without redoing the extra work. Okay, I will show you this one too in the next video. Okay, so and then points, I always do my gradebook here, which I created. Then for sure it will be a video on how to create a gradebook, and these are the new features in the Microsoft Teams. And then how many marks, I always do it based on 4 because that's how my gradebook is set up. Select a grading category, and then these are the categories I have for my students, and homework is I only do it 10%. Okay. And then click on assign now or schedule it for the future date. So we'll just assign it. Okay. And then it will pop up upcoming. And right here, 6.6 workbook. Okay. So now, this was the one I assigned them today. And then nobody has submitted. Okay, there are 29 students, none of them has submitted the work. So I'll show you what really happened. So when you click on the assignment, this is how you will see it. So I'm just kind of not showing up students' names here. And you will see that not turned in, and this person has viewed it, and then none of them has turned in, as we already saw that one. Let me also show you one more thing. I'm going to show you. Okay, let's look into this one. See, some of the student has a turned in, we can easily see. And then if it's turned in, but one thing I really make sure, I click on it, and then make sure I check if the work is actually attached there. Okay. The reason I do that, sometimes students just click on turn in without actually uploading the work just for us to see it. They turn in, okay? So always please double check if the work is there. And then here you can assign a grade. This is coming from my gradebook if you're wondering how they're showing up not in your gradebook. And again, as I said, I will create a video on how to do the gradebook. So here, based on how students did, this person had a 6 out of 6. And then that test was based on up to only proficiency. There were none of the extending level questions, so I will give them proficient on this one. Okay, and then click on return. How you want to do the return? You just want to return, you want to return for a revision, or you want to mark as excused and return. So this is handy when you want to excuse a student for not doing the work. Okay, and this is pretty much all. Yeah, so this is, yeah, that's pretty much all. Thank you.